Let's see what's next up on the agenda.
I am
Kham,
defender of the Crystal Castle. Fabulous secrets were revealed to me the day I held aloft my sword and said, "For the honor of
old, ancient structures.
I am
Kham.
Only a few others share this secret. Among them are
Fakeologist Ab.
Pre-program with that.
Madam
Vadir.
and
Rolo.
2212. 2212. Check 12. Fakeologist.com.
Together, we and my friends of the Great Rebellion strive to free Etheria from the evil forces of
Venus and Mars.
Say, guys.
Time now for the Cicadas highlight of the night.
Welcome to Kham Radio, the show that challenges what you think you know. The world, if you believe media and government, is filled with terrorists and pandemics. But there's a better world out there, and it's called reality. Hi, I'm Kay, and you're listening to this show thanks to Ab at Fakeologist.com. The benefit of being a fakeologist is that we don't have to worry about terrorists or pandemics because these are just scare campaigns. There's a lot of fakery out there, and we need to talk about it. Turns out, reality is pretty amazing. I thought that my journey to figure this all out was about facts and data, but it's about working with other people. Information and collaboration is a very powerful tool, and you are the key. Come to Fakeologist.com and join some conversations, or start one yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is Kham Radio. Episode 44, the big 1-4. It's August 13th, 2015. Today's show is about the sounds of Italy. I just got back from a trip visiting Simon Chak and Hoi Polloi in Italy. I was with Vadir also. We met up, had some amazing conversations, some good food, and great company. Italy was hot. Europe was having a heat wave. And since I'm a Washington State native, I was like, I am melting. I am melting here.
You cursed rat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Ah, look out! Look out! I'm going! Oh, oh.
Someone get me some air conditioning. Doesn't exist in Italy. Well, the hotel had it, though, so we were saved by the hotel. All right, let me do one check here, make sure I'm going out live. Seem to have problems that way. The only way I can do that is listen to myself on my phone. 5, 4, 3. Really? There we go. We're coming through nice and live. I can continue talking. Sounds of Italy. So I thought it would be fun to just take you through a trip using just the sounds of Italy. So first, we start off on the plane. I don't know if you can hear that, but the announcement's in Italian. So, on the airplane. There you go. I was amazed to find out as we were leaving Toronto, because it went from the route went from Seattle to Toronto, then Toronto to Italy. As we were leaving Toronto, so when I was in Toronto, I was specifically looking for chemtrails, specifically because Ab had said, hey, I don't see chemtrails. So I don't see anything. However, as we're leaving Italy, leaving Toronto, we're up, flying pretty much above the clouds. I look back at Toronto, and there's a big crisscrossy, hatchy covering of clouds like a cap just over Toronto. I have the video of it. Now, it could have been an optical illusion because the sun was setting precisely behind Toronto at this point, so whatever particulate in the air, it might have been lighting up. But it really felt like there was a cap of like smog purposely laid out over Toronto as their chemtrail thing. So, I don't know. It felt like that to me. All right, another plane sound.
Once again, ensure your chair tables and your chair backs are in a vertical position. Your cabin baggage is well stored and your seatbelt securely fastened. If you're using any electronic equipment, please return to your seat.
Yeah. If you're using electronic equipment, well, I know people who work for Boeing, and they said on that using your phones on a plane idea, that if you're using a cell phone, there's no data whatsoever, no study, no anything to show that electronics in any way interfere with any type of plane function or plane radar or any other type of plane communication. I don't know why we're doing it then. Someone said, well, we don't know what it does. Maybe we should do that just in case. Still, to this day, there's no evidence to show communication would do anything. I always thought, wouldn't it be funny if the whole idea was so that you didn't find out you can't use phones on a plane? You don't want to learn that, because then how the 9/11 terrorists, hijackers, how did those people call from their planes if you can't use phones on a plane, you see? So we got to make sure you don't use phones on a plane so you don't figure that out. Connecting this to another issue, instead of phones on a plane, satellites and phones. Is a plane in the sky, is it closer to satellites or is it closer to cell towers? What do you think, satellites or cell towers? Well, whatever it's closer to, if you care to research it, then you would think that would be how you would talk on the phone on an airplane. You would think. But we all know that you don't get any reception because a plane is way too far from a tower. I think I looked at the statistics for a cell phone to connect to a tower. The maximum distance ever recorded was about 6 miles. The specs say in the best conditions you could hear up to 10 miles, but usually it's within a mile or two of a tower. So you need a tower every mile or two. It's not that far. So cell towers really can't transmit or receive from long distances away. On another topic. All right. We have one more sound. Let's see if you can guess what this is. We have about 10 or so sounds of Italy. Welcome to Kham Radio, episode 44, Sounds of Italy. That is the cicada, the cicada. The cicadas were alive and well and singing their little song all over Italy. Once in a while, if you're like talking in a place where there's a lot of trees, they get so loud you just have to stop talking. Okay, finish your song because it gets so loud you just stop talking. Oh, that was too loud. Let me turn that down. All right, this next Sounds of Italy is from the Rifondazione Partito Comunista, the Reformed Communist Party. So Simon took us to a nice little dinner. They were having a function at the park, sort of like music in the park. So there was a band there, and it was the Partito Comunista. And they are of the party Sinistra Europea, so the left party in Europe, the leftist party. Isn't it funny? Leftist is sinistra, like sinister. That means left. Isn't that interesting? And they played some wonderful tunes. They were the nicest people. And my son, he was like, communists? Why? Well, then Simon explained that communists in Europe are more like friendly Democrats, right? They just want to help out. They're the people who want to, to help feed the hungry, to help the down and out and downtrodden. So the Reformed Communist Party is not the party that wants to redo the government, although, don't we all? They just want to help the people. That was the whole idea. Help the people. Yeah, reform the government as much as can be, but what I was taught in school, that all communists wanted to strip the rich of their money and divide it equally among everybody, so we were all the same. But this party wasn't, this was very practical. Let's feed the hungry, let's help people who need help. Actually sounded like a great idea. Let's listen to a little bit of that. So this is the band that was on stage playing. It was funny because right in the middle of this band's performance, there were a group of women soccer players or football players, and they must have had a good season because there's this song they kept singing when it was time to do shots, right in the middle of the performance. I thought it was so funny. It was like a group of 8 to 12 of them all doing this song, da-da-da-da-da. Let's see if we can hear it. I'm like, they don't even care the band's playing. And no one even was upset, like, dude, the band's playing. Nobody cared. You kind of heard them screaming in the background there. It's kind of cute. And which one was that? Let's listen to some more band. Maybe another song.
Un cavallo tende il collo verso il prato e sta fermo come me.
You can hear Hoy and Simon talking in the background here.
Faccio un passo, lui vede, è già fuggito, respiro.
Had such a good time with Hoy and Simon. Hoy is so sweet. He's the funniest, nicest guy you'll ever meet. I wish everyone could have a one-on-one with Hoy and experience that. All right, what's the next one? Oh, this is Church Bells in Frascati. The footsteps are Vidir and me walking through the cobblestone little alleyways with the church bells in the background. Oh, I think we're done. Let's listen to them bells one more time. They're so pretty. It was so Frascati is on a hill, so there's stairs everywhere, up to the church, down from the church, up to the market, down from the market, everywhere. And old people, so you have this like frail little old man and woman just barely walking, and then you're like, oh my God, they're going to try and go down those stairs. There's like 500 steps. And they're doing it. And I imagine that's how they got up there. It's like, what a great way to keep in shape, walking up and down those steps in Frascati. I'm not sure what, I renamed these, so I don't know what they are anymore, so let's listen to the next one. Oh, that's me walking through Simon's garden in his backyard. He has a persimmon tree, and so when the persimmons come off the little caps on the persimmons, they get all dry and crunchy. Yeah, I think we got I got like 8 more minutes of that, but I think we're good. I think you got the idea. And this is Simon's bench swing. And the bench swing faces out over Rome, all of Rome Valley. So it's from that swing you can see all the red rooftops of the houses and then the Rome lights below. It's just a beautiful, just this nice, beautiful panorama image. But before that, there's all these vineyards, so grapes after grapes after grapes. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we have one last sound of Italy. Now this cicada, the other one was this. The first one was the cicadas at the hotel. These are the cicadas at Simon's house. This is one lone cicada, just one. At the hotel, you heard them all together. There you go. Sounds of Italy. I need to rename that. Thank you. Here you go. It was nice trip visiting Simon, and it's so weird because you hear the voices all the time, and then once you look at the face to match it to the voice, first you have to adjust. What's that sound? That familiar sound coming out of someone's mouth in an unfamiliar face. But it doesn't take long to sync up. And I meant to visit Ab in Toronto, but I guess you got to give it at least I had an 8-hour layover, but we were an hour late. But then after we did I had a few errands I had to do in the airport. I had about 3 hours left, and the guy said that wasn't enough time to get out and come back. That I would have to do like an entire day in order to visit Ab. And so I was going to visit Aberado. But it didn't work out. Well, we'll try and do that another day. Un altro dia. I learned a lot of Italian in Italy. Dove il bagno? Where's the bathroom? Dove l'acqua? Where's the water? And in Italy they have, like, everyone drinks the fizzy bottled water. So if you ask for bottled water, you just get the fizzy. Acqua frizzante, so you have to go acqua naturale, natural water, without the fizz. So, no fizz. Alright. Sounds of Italy, my friend. What else is going on?
We love the dustpan. We love the dustpan. So blessed to have been able to meet her and speak with her. Extraordinary woman. Her piano playing would fill the air. It was just, I remember being in Simon's backyard, and all of a sudden this piano playing started. I'm like, Simon's with me, it's not him. And she was just, it was beautiful. Extraordinary piano player. Yeah, wonderful woman. She has a beautiful garden and she showed me around her garden all her most favorite flowers. It was so special. It's like girl time, you know. I wish I would have talked to her more. That's my regret. As above, so below. That's the Mason motto too. That's my story so far.